Hey everyone, Michael here, and this is Hello Cupcake, and today is Wednesday check-in. It is October 13th, 2021, and boy, winter has already shown up. Like, the last couple of nights have been down in like the low 30s, high 20s. Not ready for it to be that cold yet, but I will admit that I have been sleeping so much better because when I'm cold, I just sleep better. And I think that that is like a scientific proven fact that when your room is colder, that you tend to sleep better than when it's warmer. Um, and even in the winter months, I always have my fans on plus a window open. So um, I usually have a fan on, window open, and a little heater going just to give it like that perfect or like that perfect Goldilocks temperature. Um, Thankfully, we haven't had too much rain over the last couple of days, and with as cold as it is, I would assume that if it started to rain, that we would have snow. And if you are any kind of a fan or viewer of my previous videos, you know how much I love snow. So, anywho, yeah, nothing really new and exciting going on. Yesterday, I had to um go and pay a bill and went to a thrift store and got myself a little like tiny little sunbeam uh heater fan thing. Paid a little bit more than what I expected to, but I figured, you know what, I might as well get it because I kind of need a heater. The big heater that I had last year died, so I don't know if um there's a fuse or something that needs to be reset or whatever. But yeah, so my main source of heat died, and not that I have room for it right now anyways, because that the podium thing that I had my heater on now has my portable air conditioner on it. So it's like, well, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And well, I'm gonna be damned if I don't have that portable air conditioner, because summers here get freaking brutal. And oh my god. So yeah, to like lift it up and set it back down onto the floor so that I could put the heater up there. Um, so yeah, there's that. Then I had to go see the vampires yesterday, which is always fun. I usually only let one of the phlebotomists take my blood, but she was on lunch, so I um took the chance and I allowed someone else to do it, and they did it in the back of my arm, and I hate it when they do it in the back of my arm instead of um, the crook of my elbow or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so she was able to get it, and she's like, "Oh, I've done you before, honey." I'm like, "No, I don't remember you, because there's only two people that I ever let take my blood, and you're not one of them." So yeah. And the reason I only allowed these two people to do my blood is because, one, they have like the knowledge of the ages. She could just look right at my arm and go boop and hit a vein every time, and I don't even feel it. The other lady was like in her probably mid to late 60s and probably trained and created like the phlebotomy industry. And she would just walk over and she'd go, and that would be it. And she'd have like 6 tubes of blood. And I'm like, how do you do that? Oh, Mitch! So, yeah, I let this girl do it, and she did a fairly decent job. It only burned a little bit, which means that it burnt, or that my vein bled out a little, but it's okay. I don't even know if I have a bruise, or I'm sure I will. Um, so yeah, I did that. Uh, Went to the little thrift store, talked to my niece on her lunch for a little while, and had a really good conversation with her, and just caught up because we really haven't seen much of each other since their person moved in with her. So, yeah. And just doing some arts and crafts here and there. Been working on a new website, putting like a lot of time and effort into that, and just recently got into um, wax seals of all things. Like I am fascinated by them and like the whole history of wax seals and all the different accoutrements and the different like little stamps that you can get. Like you could basically find a stamp for every situation or just anything. This one is a little heart, and if you don't know what a wax seal is, and I don't know how you would not know what a wax seal is, but back in the old days, before the advent of envelopes, you would have like a little candlestick or a little thing of sealing wax, and you would light this up, and you would drip a puddle of it onto your letter, and then you would take your seal and you'd place it in there, and that would seal it up, and um, it would let you know if somebody else had read the letter or that it was coming directly from you, because usually royalty and people of importance had their own personal sigil or seal. And so like my Mornier ring here, it sticks up. This would actually be a signet ring. So in the olden days, this symbol would then come to represent me, and any important paperwork or documentation would have my sigil on it, and no one else would have the same exact engraving or sigils. Uh, oh, I have a couple made. So that's how it would look, and that would be placed on the back of an envelope like this. So when that paper got to the person intended, they could see if this was broken or cracked, or if it had been lifted up, because this also would stain the paper a little bit. So it was just a way to be secure. And I really enjoy them. I don't know why. I'm having fun with them. I made a whole bunch. Like these 3 envelopes have different seals in them. Like there's my heart seal. This one is, if you guys are a fan of Supernatural, the anti-possession pentagram. I don't know if that's, oh, yeah. So I have a bunch of those, and I think what I'm going to do is for Christmas this year, I'm going to use these to seal up the pack, just as something kind of fun and unique. Or I might do the heart one. Kind of depends on who I'm giving what to. So yeah. Um. So with having gone and seen the phlebotomist, it was for my A1Cs, and I'm a little upset, but I understand also. My A1C went from 6.5 to 7.0, which is kind of bad, but you know, I really did expect it, because there was a couple of days there, well, actually about a week and a half solid, of where I just ate a whole bunch of just crap, and I knew that it was gonna fuck me up as I was doing it, but I'm a comfort eater, and yeah, a little upset about it, but it's okay. I plan on getting back out and doing all my walking and stuff. I've decided that I'm going to take the rest of the year, just kind of do whatever, and then hit it hard and strong in January again. And by that time, I should have my new orthopedic shoes, or if those shoes don't work out, maybe have another pair of good orthopedic type of shoe that I can wear. There's a brand called Keen, Keen, that my sister's boyfriend wears, and he pays like $150 to $170 for them. I've also looked into Hoka Oni Oni, and Hoka Oni Oni is another really expensive pair of shoes, and they have like a lifetime warranty and stuff like that. You can buy them directly from their website or from their what is it, REI. So you can get them at REI or HokaOniOni.com, I think it is. And so I'm kind of leaning toward getting a pair of the Hoka Oni Onis, just because everyone that I've talked to said that they are like the best shoes that they've ever had. And the one lady that I talked to who told me about them at first is a manager at Winco. And she said, I'm on my feet 8 to 12 hours a day, and it doesn't feel like I am. I'm just, and she also is a hiker and does long distance walks and stuff like that. So, with her giving me that kind of a recommendation, I was like, okay. And then after a while, I started hearing all kinds of different people in my life talking about how they loved them. I have a friend who works as a meat clerk, and he said that those are the only shoes that he ever wears. And he had a pair on the day that I was telling him about them, and showed me them and told me all about the advantages that he felt versus like the traditional walking shoe or like regular orthopedic shoe. So, really kind of excited about it, and hopefully I don't have to go out and get a different pair of shoes. The ones that I'm waiting on from the doctor, I'm hoping will be the ones that I need. So, fingers crossed that works out the way that I hope it does. But my old shoes that I have, they're good shoes. They're Skechers with memory foam in them, but the foam remembered that I have a big foot and that I'm a heavy dude, and so it doesn't remember anymore. It's got Alzheimer's. So I had to put some custom orthotic insoles into them, and that helped a little bit, but now it's like really kind of tweaking my back and causing issues with my plantar fasciitis. And really what I need to do is just throw those shoes away. And I got like a whole pile of shoes like over here next to that television. So it's just a matter of like digging through that pile, finding the new set of shoes that I want to wear until I get the ortho shoes, and then going from there. But yeah, so today's adventure finds me having to try to hunt down the pharmacy that refills my diabetic testing supplies, because I am almost out, and I don't remember which of the 4 pharmacies in the area did my testing supplies. And then, yeah, that's all I have for right now. And an update on my biological mother. She is still homeless. She is still very toxic, very blah. I talked to her the other day for just a moment. She was telling me that she was doing as good as possible. And I asked her, well, are you ready to go into a shelter yet? Nope, not doing that. Fuck that. I'd rather be homeless. Okay, cool. High fives all around. Like, but it's getting really cold. And I said, yeah, I know it's getting really cold. It's going to be an El Nino season, which means a lot of rain and a lot of snow and a lot of wind. She's like, just fucking great. I'm like, well, you could go into a shelter. You don't have to stay out in the cold. And I know you still have your animals with you, but if you don't want them to die from exposure, you might want to consider doing so. So, who knows? Um, I told my sister, I'm like, I'm done trying to help her. And if she is, this is horrible to say, but if she's still alive in like March, I said we could retry it then, like March or April, and see if she wants us to continue to try to get her into a place, or what she wants us to do, because she will have survived her first winter as a homeless woman and just go from there. So, yeah. There's a small part of me that is telling me that I should still continue to try to get her into a place, but the logical side of me is saying, why? She's just gonna fuck it up. She's just going to move a whole bunch of people in there, or not follow the instructions or the directions of the apartment or whatever, and end up getting kicked out of there, and then we're back at square one. So I don't know. I really just don't know what to do. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I am going to get off of here because I am starting to ramble, and we are going into the 20-minute marker. Um, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. And oh, I hear scratching over by my lizard's cage, but I don't see her. So she must be in her water bowl. Sorry. Questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you need to get a hold of me, it's hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. Go follow me on all the different social medias. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. In the section down below, there is a link to play a game called Matchmasters, or yeah, Matchmasters. It's available for iPhone and for Android. I don't get any kickbacks from promoting that link. The only thing that I get as a kickback is in-game credit. So, if you want to play a game that's like really fun and really addictive, go head over there and take a look at it. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.